Let's say somebody doesn't agree with Brad Coleman or his people's assessment. Is there any room for error? I mean, everybody makes errors.
Sure.
What's the process?
Well, and that's the reason you talk about taking a breath. We're not breathing yet. With notices just now going out, the next step is educating and defending. Sounds like the wrong word, but really we're going to look at our values, and if they're right, we're going to defend them, and if they're wrong, we're going to change them. And so I described it as we've been painting this picture for 5 years, and now we're going to put it up here for the world to critique our picture. 85,000 notices for real property went out in the mail this past week. People are getting those postcards, they're looking at them, they're saying, these guys did a good job, or maybe they didn't do such a good job. And so what we would encourage people to do is to call in. We anticipate about a 4 to 5% appeal percentage. So if you're looking at that, you're looking at somewhere around 4,000 phone calls, emails, or walk-ins that we're going to have a conversation with. I guess the most important part of the appeal process is, first of all, when you're calling in, know what you think your house is worth. If you think we're wrong, then what do you think it's worth and why? You know, I mean, obviously I can say this table's worth whatever I want it to be, but I need to have some sort of basis for what that market is. So, you know, be proactive and look at what's going on in your neighborhood, what are houses selling for. I had a phone caller this morning, and the guy was shocked at what things in his neighborhood had sold for, and he started laughing, and he goes, I need to hang up before you reappraise it again. And we're seeing that throughout the county. And so the majority of the appeal process is a phone call. And inside that phone call, we're going to do a lot of educating, and then we're going to do a lot of listening to see what the homeowner thinks that house is worth. And for the large majority of the cases, there's going to be resolution met in that phone call. Whether we change it or not, either we change it and homeowner appreciates that value, or they understand why we had the value the way it was. 90% of those phone calls are going to end with an understanding of why and what it is. Now, beyond that, you can go to the County Board of Equalization, which will meet throughout the month of June. It's made up of 5 individuals throughout the county that
they're your peers.
Yeah, and they're not affiliated with our office, so they're just here.
I'm talking when I say they're your peers, they're taxpayers.
Right? Yeah, they're taxpayers in Williamson County, just like the appellant. And so they're there to hear your voice and respond accordingly. Beyond that, you can go to the State Board of Equalization and Assessment Appeals. For the majority of our viewers today, residential homeowners, the appeal process is a phone call.